in all the wrong places. So I realized like all that stuff I felt so, ashamed about. I could use that for purpose and help other people. My passion is helping other people realize like no matter where you're at in life, like you can change. And it starts with like having this awakening to this awareness that your past is not you, even your present circumstances, you can change. Hi friends, I'm back. I've been working on something and I'm excited to tell you about at the end of first, I wanted to share kind of a personal story. Maybe it can motivate you and inspire you to make changes in your life and know that you can no matter what your past is. When I was 25, I was in health promotion education. And at this time, I also, even though I was in that program and had just become a personal trainer, I was binging on food multiple times per day and throwing it up, and I just couldn't stop. I was drinking wine every day, getting home from work and just falling asleep on my couch, waking up in the middle of the night, even though I really, really wanted to stop. So anyways, I was looking for an internship at this time, and I go to this big corporation that has a corporate wellness, and I talk to the supervisor. He interviews me and everything. Later on, he texts me and, says, "Oh, it was nice to meet you." I was like, "Okay, yeah, nice to meet you too." He was a supervisor there. But the next day he texts me again and he ends up asking me out, and I was just like, okay, I guess that I'll go with him. And even though he was going to be a supervisor and he was a very religious sort of person who, they weren't supposed to like drink caffeine or, do the deed before marriage. That's all he wanted to do was just get drunk and hook up. And he was going through a divorce. And at that time, I was like just so vulnerable and just looking for love in all the wrong places sort of thing that I started, liking him and thought everything he was telling me about wanting to be with me was true. After a few weeks of dating, he said that he wanted me to come to Colorado with him to meet his brother, which was like made me really happy, but it was also kind of weird because his family was like this big religious family. And at the time I didn't believe like in God or anything at all. The day that we were supposed to go, he just totally ghosted me. And I just felt devastated. And throw that on top of the bulimia, the binging, the purging, not being able to stop drinking, not being able to change my life, even though I really, really, really wanted to. I knew there was something inside of me that was so much bigger, and I just felt like crap. And then it was like a week later, he contacts me again.